Hey guys, it's David. I want to share with you a story from the book of John. And what I'm going to share with you actually has nothing to do with the passage. So this is John chapter 4, and it's the story of Jesus and the woman at the well. For a little bit of context here, Jesus is a Jew, and Jews don't pass through this region called Samaria. Samarias were basically half-breeds, Jews who had intermarried and were descendants of people who were of the surrounding areas. So they were a mixed race, and therefore the Jews saw them as unclean and traitors, so to speak, and the countries around them saw them as not one of their own either. And so there was just this very much dislike of these people, and Jews did not pass through Samaria. But what I'm wanting to bring to you guys today is Jesus, after he's been healing, he's been baptizing with his disciples after John the Baptist says he must increase, I must decrease. He decides, let's go to Galilee. So they go to Galilee. And it's on the way to Galilee, his next destination, that this whole episode takes place. And what's powerful to me about that is this almost never even happened. I'm an American, and we are so busy trying to get from point A to point B, trying to do the next best thing, even if it's good things, especially ministry. I've got to get to my next appointment. I've got to do this and this and this. And Jesus is not in a hurry. They are on their way to Galilee. He stops because he's tired at the well. She comes up to him. And my thought is like, what if Jesus had been like, we've got to get to Galilee. I don't have time to talk to this woman, or I'm too tired to talk to this woman. I've got so much to do and so much to take care of that I don't have time to be present here and speak to her. We would have missed this powerful moment. And I forget who said this, but I thought it was so interesting. Someone once said that you never see Jesus in a hurry. The man is always walking to his next destination. And what I find that so powerful is even in the midst of his known next destination, he is still allowing himself to be interrupted by people who want to see him. Why do you think you're in a hurry? Why are you so busy? Could it be fear that if you don't hurry, you're not going to get to your next thing on time? Could it be pride that you're just so offended that someone would dare interrupt your day? I mean, we don't say that, but I mean, I know there's moments I feel that. And it's a very humbling thing to be like, if God is willing to be interrupted by people who desperately need him, why wouldn't you and I? And this is a hard thing, I know, because we're so busy and we have things, even good things, to take care of. But I think of the story of Mary and Martha, where these two sisters are, Jesus is their guest, and Mary is just sitting at Jesus' feet, and Martha is so busy doing so much to get things ready. And she chastises her sister, saying, well, she's even chastising Jesus, saying, you know, tell her to help me. Can't she see that I'm doing all this work? And Jesus corrects her by saying, you're worried about so many things, but Mary has chosen what is best, and it will not be taken from her. And I think in our busyness, the illusion of progress, perhaps a lot more has been taken from you and me than we even bargained for. Joy, peace, intimacy, connection with God and others, perspective. I don't know. But I find this is so interesting that Jesus stays 2 days with these people. He ministers and heals, and he's showing his disciples that this is why I've come here. It was primarily for the children of Israel. But even in the midst of that, he's helping his disciples who are Jews. Mind you, these are guys who are like, they know their Torah. They know we do not eat this, and we definitely do not mix with those people. He's showing them that he will take time for even those people. So my encouragement for us is slow down. Take a moment to breathe. I'm telling myself as well because I get so busy in my own head and the way I act, and I'm sometimes feeling like I'm too busy for God. And it definitely shows up with the way I respond to people, with the way I interact with others, how I spend my time. But learn not to be in a hurry and really be intentional, spend time with God and see how He wants to speak to you, and be willing to be interrupted. Because that appointment could change hundreds of lives, thousands of lives. I mean, look at this. It's been 2,000 years and we're still talking about this random woman who met Jesus at this well. It was all because He wasn't in a hurry. Be encouraged, you guys. Thanks for listening.